Led Zeppelin. The Immigrant Song. My son actually requested it. I have no idea.
That's not what happened.
That's not the story.
Well, why did Pedro lie and say that was the story?
They were pressuring me for a song, and I decided to fit in with you guys and go with a Led Zeppelin song, Going to California. It's a nice, mellow.
Are you moving to California?
No,
like every
but
other
I just like the song, you know?
Okay.
And it's sort of inspirational. And then Joe started criticizing my song choice.
I said, dude, you know.
He said, come on, you got to pick a better song than that.
I know I said that you can play whatever you want.
But
But
it has
he
to be
lied.
something good.
Yeah.
But it's got to be
So
something.
Pedro lied, Joe lied.
Yeah.
Here you go.
You like the song? I
Yeah,
like the song.
it's
too.
great.
All right.
By the way, when your kid grew up with his pants showing the crack of his ass, listening to
Yeah,
rap music,
right? Come on.
it's a dad's dream that one day he wants to hear a Led Zeppelin
I know,
song.
and I even said, do you want us to play some Yeezus? We could play some Kanye West for you. He said, no, I think I want some Going to California. I have a lot of important reasons behind that. And Joe said, why don't you shut up and we'll pick a song for you?
No, that's not
Joe,
what I
you're
said.
very mean.
That's
And
not
then
what
he
I
punched
said.
me.
You're
and I
calling
didn't
women's
appreciate
asses
that.
fat this morning. You're doing all kinds of non-Joe stuff.
What I said.
Why don't you pick a better song?
No,
idiot?
I said it's a wonderful song, but you couldn't have picked a mellower, less. You know, you need
I
something
saw
with
you
some
run
punch,
to
you
the
know?
booth that Pedro was in faster than I've ever seen you run anywhere
Well, when
to
you're,
change the song.
yeah, you're.
It was very,
Joe.
yeah.
But how come you mistreat my son like that?
I'm not. I'm trying to build. I'm trying to show him here how it's
You're trying
done.
to step aside.
Well, in
Okay.
He's the
Joe's,
younger generation.
in Joe's defense, Andrew picked the wrong song.
Yeah,
So-
that's awesome.
we had to
I'm
correct
I've never
sorry.
seen Joe
I
do
did
that
not
to
mean
any other guest.
I was trying to protect him from you. If you want to be honest here, I said your dad is going to say, "What's that mellow song?" Because when we come back on the radio, we try to come back on with some. Boom, you know, like come from the land of the ice and snow with the midnight. You know,
Okay. By the way, Joe, why don't you just pick every song you like?
yeah.
I like the song too.
Well, and it made me think of Andrew and driving these tours he's doing.
Oh yeah, the
right
ice and
now.
snow.
I
That's
mean,
that's pretty true.
you're going to be going. I don't even know where, but anywhere you're going in this country is going to be cold.
Yeah.
What if he's going to California?
By the way,
yeah.
I was thinking of maybe liking a song next hour. What song should I like?
Oh, I think you, little drummer
I'd like
boy.
for you to
I
sing
think
it,
you would
too.
love little drummer boy. That's your favorite.
Oh, this is yeah.
This is what Joe expected you to pick.
This is Joe's song from earlier.
You were
She's
hearing
got
that.
a big booksome.
It's a badonka.
I don't think Kim Kardashian knows what books are. So
Badonka donk. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Way
Now
to go.
I stand correct.
Nice job, Joe. Morning, Andrew. How you
Hi.
doing?
Good. How are you?
All right. Thanks for picking me up at the airport the other night.
Sure. Thanks for letting me come on your show. Or Joe's show.
Well, I should say, and thanks for headlining the Christmas show. This
Oh
year,
yeah.
because
Thanks
I
for
look-
having me.
You've sold it out quicker than any comedian has.
Yeah. That's what you get when you get a professional.
Yeah, that was good.
Well,
And
people are just so excited to see me. I haven't been anywhere in town in
you have a cold?
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
allergic to it. God.
allergic to bull crap. Yeah.
You haven't been around. You've been on the road for
13 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got home last week, so.
All right. Now, you just before you left, you did the Billy Gardell show
Oh yeah.
at the Emerald Queen Casino. I wasn't there. People told me that was great.
Right. When
You're-
was the last show you went to?
It's been almost a year.
yeah.
I like to.
I like to not support my children.
I like to not see you.
Oh no!
If I can help
well,
seeing you.
yes, I do like to not support my children.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
quite honest with you, I'd hope to never have to support them. And then someday you're going to have to wipe me
That's funny.
and change my diaper. That's my dream.
We
But
do that now.
But
Now I'm
well,
here.
it's
We're
I get a
not that
little
far
leakage
from it.
now, but I
Yeah.
don't think we need help yet. So no, I like to.
Come to the land of the ice and snow. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I'll wait. I like to wait 6-8 months and see what he's up to because he takes a year. Well, you're in your 4.5 year of doing stand-up comedy, and Andrew is a guy who basically said one night, "I'm going to do it." Went to an open mic night that week. And never looked back. Did stand-up comedy 200 nights or so the first year.
300 shows the first year.
First year, and then has
much
continued
the
every year.
same.
And he read and looked and studied the greats, and they said it takes 10 years to be a good headliner.
And you probably like to see the growth. I mean, when you see your kid every day, like my daughter, she's still a baby, even though
Right.
she's 15. If you
People don't draw a notch on the doorway every 2 days when their kid is growing up.
right,
You do it every 6 months or so,
Right.
and then you get the kid growing up and up.
yeah, and you say, "Wow, this is different." If you saw every show, you wouldn't see that
Yeah.
as dramatically.
He made me laugh on the way home from the airport the other night.
Oh,
What
yeah.
did he say?
Oh, I was talking about Canada because I was driving through the land of the ice and snow.
I got a new bit for him.
Yeah. It's a little inside joke. Yeah, well, I was up in Canada. Well, I booked this whole 13-week tour, and then the last 3 weeks of it was in Canada, which was a mistake because I didn't realize that Canada has winter. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I was like, Seattle winter is like one random week in December. I'll
Yeah.
be fine, you know? And I got up there, and one morning I woke up, and it was negative 11 degrees Fahrenheit, which is awful. And I know they use Celsius up there, but the F stands for something else when it's that cold. But that made me think about, like, why is negative temperature a thing? Like, why is that?
How can you possibly
Right.
go below?
How
That
could you have a
means-
negative?
That
Yeah.
means the guy who invented temperature never thought that would happen. Like, he was like, oh, 0 is probably good for the planet Earth.
Not-
And then we
Then he'd
discovered
never been to Canada
Yeah.
either on a
Right.
road trip.
Yeah, and I thought, like, because I went to space camp as a kid, and I was always like, oh, that'd be so cool to have, like, a moon base one day.
I sent you to space camp.
Yeah.
What a dumb
Way
move.
to be more involved.
Ed,
Let's send him to space camp.
he loved it. He's an astronaut now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, he's not.
oh. Well, in my car, I am, kind of.
Perfect.
Yeah. But that's the thing is, I don't need to go to the moon because I've been to Canada. It's the same thing. It's just as uninhabitable.
Central Canada is that way. The prairie out there.
Edmonton. I mean, those are the big towns, and there's nothing.
How do they heckle in Canada? You're
They
doing
don't.
good.
They're very polite up there. That's
Great
the
show.
funny thing. Yeah, it's funny that like that's the stereotype. That's a good stereotype, but it's true. Like, and I think it's because of the currency. You know what I mean? Because they don't have dollars. It's hard to be like an angry man when you have to carry a coin purse.
They don't have the paper money.
No,
Yeah.
they don't have paper money. Yeah. So that's the funny thing is too, because wherever you go, there's a stereotype. Canada has nice people. See, they make fun of Seattle because they're like, oh, I bet it rains a lot down there, and then they're freezing their balls off outside. And I'm like, I think the only reason people will go outside to smoke, and I think it's just to warm their bodies up. You know what I mean?
Did you go? Did you watch the New Orleans game Monday?
Yeah, I was at your house.
I know. I was just
Okay.
checking. Just making conversation.
Okay.
Good theater of the mind, Andrew.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back.
You were there with Donnie
Yeah,
and,
my
and
buddy.
his wife Katie, right?
She just gabbed on the couch the whole time.
She didn't even watch the game.
No, I
She-
can't understand that.
Now she's she's interesting. She is a former news anchor, real news anchor.
Yeah.
From what market?
She started in Roswell, New Mexico, and then went to Grand Junction, Colorado.
Grand Junction, Colorado. Not a huge city, but she's got like actual newsreel tapes of her, and she's good. I mean, she could be on here.
Yeah, watch your back, Jody.
Yeah, clearly.
No, I mean, she could be on TV.
Oh, okay.
She could be doing the TV thing. She's a good-looking gal.
Yeah,
Lisa likes her, I think.
yeah.
And it's just like she
Best
already
friends.
married your best friend.
Yeah,
So that,
I know. I finally brought a girl home that mom liked. It's my best friend's girlfriend.
My best friend's girlfriend. That's a song you wouldn't get. But anyway,
Oh, come on, sing it, Joe.
it was.
Dad was doing just fine. I think he should sing that one. That's from your neighborhood.
That's actually a song that got me in trouble.
Yeah, that's Boston.
The Cars got me totally in trouble because when that song was out, like my best friend had this hot girlfriend, and I was like, my best friend. I couldn't get it out of my head, and finally I asked her out. She was like, "What are you crazy?" And he was like, "I'm never speaking to you again." And I'm like, "Damn you, Rick O'Casey.
Damn you, Rick. Okay, that's bro code, man. Don't defy bro code.
You never do that."
No.
Yeah.
You learned your lesson.
So anyway, Donnie, she was nice because she let
Yeah.
Donnie just sit in the room with us and watch
the
football.
game. I'm so excited about the Seahawks this year. I've always been a huge fan, even when they sucked, and Russell Wilson's my hero. And
He
it's
is.
sort of a little special thing to me because I was one of the first people, like, I made bets with my friends. Like, I had a bet with a friend last year that my friend said he would be benched by the middle of the season, and I was like, no, I believe.
You
in
took
this.
that bet.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, no, this is the guy. This is the savior.
Did your friend say he's short?
Yeah, well, like, he went through all of those things, and then he was Matt Flynn, the veteran. You gotta go. You just gotta
go with the veteran,
you gotta go with
man.
the guy who knows what he's doing.
You got to put your money
the
in a
third
safe,
rounder, you can't-
mutual
Yeah.
fund. You got to,
But,
never go more than the speed
It's
limit.
crazy. I hope Russell Wilson wins the Super Bowl for selfish reasons also, but I think the post-game interview would be really funny because they'll be like, what are you going to do now? And he's like, I'm going to Disneyland. They're like, you're not tall enough for the ride.
That joke was brought to you by the Muckleshoot Casino.
That was a good
I'm going to sponsor that joke.
Hey.
That's a good one.
It's got to be
You
hard
look
to do.
so mad when I get you. You know
No.
what I mean?
But it's
Like,
got to be because it's funny because I'm a dad. I'm the toughest.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for him to do a joke in front of me, even though he's out there doing it successfully now, because it's like I know how I would feel if it's my dad and it doesn't work.
Oh,
Damn.
I don't care about you.
Oh, thanks. That's actually good.
That's a
You
lot.
got to block that stuff. I care, but I've got years of blocking out what you think
Thanks.
experience. You know what I mean?
A useful skill that will always come in
I
handy.
do want to give you a lot of credit. You did push me in the direction of comedy, and you did support me for the first,
Till
5
now.
years. Yeah.
Well,
no,
that-
but I mean, you
we
were
bought you the Toyota.
Yeah, and you were very, very strongly for the first year. You were not. You were like, "Don't get another job. This is great. Just keep doing this." And I was like, "Oh, how long is he gonna keep saying that?" You know?
You thought I would like want you to be safe.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was what. If we want to go back and open up that can of worms, but that was the whole reason that it was like I got the job with the benefits and that the
because
white
I was
picket
trying.
fence.
Well, that's because I was telling you what my dad always told me.
That's what your dad told you.
You
and
need
Get
a
the hell
job.
outta here.
You're gonna break your
Put your
gallbladder
money in a
neck,
mutual
get out of the
fund.
tree.
You
know?
don't
Yeah.
don't draft Russell Wilson. You go
Yeah,
with the veteran.
You go with
it's
the
the
veteran.
same thing.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So-
Well, there's a concern. That's playing it safe and conservative.
Sure.
And I believe there's times in life you have to do that.
Yeah.
There's times in life you have to be careful. It's
You
not a
gotta-
good time to take
yeah.
a risk.
Yeah.
But then there's also times, especially when you're young
Yeah.
and you were pursuing a dream, if you fall on your ass, you didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
It's not like you have, a wife and family.
It's,
and
yeah.
It's not like you have anybody.
It's not like anyone cares about you.
Nobody cares about you.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's not like
that's
you have a
that-
kid that
but
you
that's
has
the-
to go to school.
Yeah, that's the fun thing is because I can drive around. I don't have, I did shows in New Mexico and I just wander around. That was my favorite stop on the tour, by the way, because I was doing a show out by Roswell, which is like where the aliens crash or whatever, supposedly. I don't wanna get
And
angry
they still
text
make
men.
a lot of money from tourists.
Yeah,
on
and
it.
they do. They have touristy stuff. I got to check out like the UFO museums, and I learned aliens and I have a lot in common.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Like what?
We both show up in crappy small towns all the time. We both like butt stuff, and my parents don't believe in them. So
They don't believe in you either.
I'm going to sponsor that joke too. That
There
was
you
brought to you
go.
by
There
Select
we go.
Comfort
That joke is brought to you by a
Corporation.
mattress that inflates itself.
killing it.
good one.
Air mattress plus time equals floor.
All right. So, so you did that. You did the South, and Donnie moved back here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And-
Donnie moved back here.
And Katie's not on TV anymore.
no, they both work for Costco corporate area. Somewhere.
And they love Costco.
Yeah.
Here's some people who say Costco is one of the greatest employers.
And yeah,
on earth.
I know a lot of people that do great, that have great things to say about it.
That's nice.
I'm doing a corporate show for Costco actually in a couple weeks. I don't know. They hired me for a corporate show. Those are fun because they pay really well, but it's a tough negotiation thing because they'll email you and be like, "How much for a show?" And you're so used to being like, "You get this, shut up and take it," So like, and that they have more money than like a comedy club.
Yeah,
Fast
even
and Furious.
bands love doing
So
corporate
yeah,
gigs.
so like, so it was such a fun negotiation. So they emailed me and I was like, "How about this much?" And then they accepted immediately, which means I should have asked for more than just a job at the company.
When are you getting your 8 jars of
Yeah,
cashews?
the peanut butter.
Yeah.